Hello, Cyberland. My name's Marlon. The channel's Old Fart Hacks, and today we're messing around with that stupid Chinese 89 buck XY table. We're working on the top deck. We're measuring it up to see what we need to do to get it to work right. So onward, downward, and ever under, eh? What? So, guys and dolls and alls, let's see exactly how bad the run out on this is. I've got the gibs in. One gib is smoothed up now. It's set snug, but just where I can move it. Let's see if I can get this zeroed up a little better. Moving the table in with the knob is such fun. Okay. And we're about a full turn out on this because it's going to drop. So let's move the table here by hand now without moving the base. And that's unwound the entire motion of that meter. So that's what? I can't figure that out. Hadn't used that meter before, and I finally figured that out. It's moved well over 35 thousandths of an inch. That's a tremendous, and mind you, there is wiggle out here at this end now, as you can see. So there's a definite taper in this. Now the question is, where is the taper? That's something we're going to have to figure out, isn't it? So let's see if I can set that up and we'll go from there. But the table is moving. It's got a V in the ways that's at least 35 thousandths of an inch. They should, of course, this is running against a fixed jaw here. And you've got, it's sliding on this, so that's coming this way as it goes that way. Be back in a minute. Let's see if I can set up something to see if I can figure out how that's going about. So let's see what we've got here. This is in inches. What I'm using here, by the way, are a couple of cheap standoffs from my local hardware store. I've marked, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've marked a line on each of them so I can register them back into the same place every time. And this gives me something to measure across that gives me an indication of the actual V of the way, or an averaging of the ways there. So that is 3 inches, 627 thousandths. There. Let's see what we got on the other end. Again, these have a line on them somewhere. Yeah. If I turn this just the right way, it doesn't pick off a light. See the line? And you line that up against more or less the edge here. And that gives you some measure of repeatability because I'm not sure how, concentric these things are or anything else. And this end is 623. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. So now I have some indication of what I need to work at. Again, this end is wider than this end. Where that taper is in relation, is that an elevation this way of this, these planes, are these on the same planes, or are they this way relative to each other? Do the V or the angles here, do they run in, out? Do they twist? this is what I'm going to have to figure out. As I think we've talked about in previous videos on this, if you look at the actual ways here, they are coarse, they are rough, they are not smooth in any way, shape, or form. And I still need to come in and file in the V's down here to make sure I'm not bottoming anything out. I mean, for all I know, when I'm running against the base, I'm running into this surface. So that's a matter of notching things out and squaring. I've got to put the notches in the base is what it comes down to. Yeah, you know, take your pretty local handy dandy hacksaw and saw a squared section into these right down here so that these edges, make sure you don't bind there. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few days. I'll bring you guys back because you don't need to sit here and watch me figure out in my little brain how to actually fit up these things. I mean, this surface just, oh well, you know, it's cheap, it's Chinese, it's exactly what you'd expect. Hope you guys are finding these videos useful. And I'll bring you back when I get this at least somewhat more settled up, and I'll show you what I did. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, if you like what I'm doing, give me a like, maybe even a subscribe. I wouldn't mind a subscribe. I like subscribes. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to comment. I'll respond if I can. Bye.